Hey folks, welcome back to God8MyDog. This is the second semi-final of the World Cup 8MyDog tournament. Who out of these two is going to meet Davy Trussler in the final? I wonder who. Your commentators are going to be me and the big dirty bastard that is Mikey McHugh.
Don't say I'm a big dirty bastard.
Right folks, we have the other semi-final. Gibby versus Gary. It's Spain versus Brazil. The host nation are still in the tournament. Gary's still in the tournament.
How Gary's still in is a fucking mystery to me.
Gary, come
Let's
across
tell
a wee
the
bit.
truth.
Come across a wee bit.
It's a
closer to me.
fucking mystery. I beat him 3-1. Why he's still in the tournament? Fucking beyond me.
So it's Brazil versus Spain, Gibby versus Gary. The last match Gibby was in was a fucking stormer.
It was an absolute beauty.
It was a beast of a game.
Well played, of course, Mikey. Well played. Not this Mikey, the other Mikey. You can probably see in the other screen. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes, the other screen. Well played. But Gibby, I hope to do well.
So here we
I hope
go,
he
the
bumps
start
him.
of the second semi-final. Brazil to start us off. They come down the left-hand side through Marcelo. He's looking back the way to Bernard, finds him. Bernard spins in the ball, back to Thiago Silva. He looks for Bernard again. He's back inside. Brazil starting with quick passing. They're finding their men. It's slick, it's on the deck. Piqué says no. Spain with a counter-attack. All that passing for Brazil could have cut them apart here. Juan Mata with a shot. As Julio says, and the first 5 minutes is complete, folks. Let's see how the rest of the game pans out. It's been frantic so far, straight off the bat.
He is a good keeper, Julio Cesar. I think he was rated as one of the best keepers in the world at a point. I don't understand why people underrate him. I don't know why. What do you think?
I don't know.
He plays. He went to the the American League, but
Hulk in the centre midfield, good through ball to Oscar. He's found acres of space. What can Oscar do? He's on his left foot. No, he takes it with his right. Spain manages to pass the ball out. What are they thinking? But they get it out. Xavi coming forward. Juan Mata to Soldado. Here's Juan Mata on the left again. He's sucking the centre half out of position. Juan Mata's not got the strength to hold off David Luiz though. Marcelo now for Brazil. Coming forward. It's Bernard on the left. Bernard plays inside to Ramirez. Ramirez checks back, loses out to Xavi. Xavi coming forward, he finds Soldado in space down the right channel. Soldado turns inside, through ball, and it's well played by the Brazilian defender. Bernard keeps it in. Look, Bernard is going to now.
I do expect a lot from the Brazilian defence, to tell you the truth, because they have got two of the best defenders in the world, supposedly, David Luiz and Thiago Silva. If anybody can argue with that, feel free to make a point, because it's the truth. It really is the truth. David Luiz is going for 25 million.
Into the Spanish attack. They've got space in the box.
Sorry.
And Julio Cesar manages to snuff that one out. Fumbles himself on top of the ball.
David Luiz for 50 million is completely overrated, I think. That is 100% overrated. Right, so I'd say Thiago Silva and David Luiz are two of the best centre backs in the world.
Spain coming forward again. Jesus Navas
How
in a
could you say
dangerous
that's a
position.
terrible team?
He's turning, he's going to look for the cross. Plays the pass inside.
Yeah, exactly.
He's found space again. David Luiz gets the toe in. Brings it out to Oscar. So it's a Brazilian free kick here. David Luiz standing over the ball. Plays it up looking for Neymar. It's a hopeless ball. But Bernard picks it up for Brazil. Looking inside for Ramirez. Ramirez plays it outside to Dani Alves. Dani Alves looking forward and it goes out off the Spanish player.
We didn't really see him that much.
Going against me, man.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm talking to Mikey.
Here comes Jesus Navas. It's inside to Soldado. Soldado finds Navas again. He had a great game the last game. Turns inside, beats his man. He's got the pace to go away from him, but he's not got the strength to hold him off. It's a good through ball. Can Bernard make it to it? That's Aspilicueta shovels it out. Gets it back to Casillas. Casillas gets it out to the right hand wing.
Very good right back, Aspilicueta. He's doing very, very well today as well. I expect a lot from
Jesus Navas again. Say something, but Arnold's.
What do you want me to say?
Short wee things.
Like what?
Because you need to
I just need to know
what's
what.
happening, like see when the ball goes out and stuff.
Is that
That's
the kind of
your
thing
cue.
you don't want a bit of fucking analysis on the player?
You don't want analysis when they're good down to the words of goal. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know, like we talk about something for your wife when there's a goal happening.
Right, okay. I'll make it clear.
So here's Hulk. But you know what I mean? Not happening, you know. Gary loses out, shows his frustration.
That's
Spain coming
because he's
forward.
shite.
Juan Mata drops to him in an advanced position. Plays a horrible ball. Thiago Silva loses it to Juan Mata. He's got it back up forward right. Plays it inside. Jesus Navas
That needs to
muscled
be a
out.
penalty.
The
How is that not a penalty?
He's not awarded a penalty.
That is incredible. How is not a penalty? I
Referee.
expected a penalty there, folks.
Gary attacks blindly there. Filters through to Casillas. Juan Mata on the ball. Turns, gives it to Xavi. He's not got pace, but he beats his man anyway. It's into the box. David Luiz clears up, plays a long ball forward, looking for Neymar. Here's Azpilicueta on the right. Spain coming forward. It's been pretty even match this game.
Graham, do you think it's me or the Brazil not seen up for this game?
Just
I really don't know.
both sides seem as if they're a little bit cold.
I bet if I could, I don't know.
So Marcelo down the left hand side into Ramirez. He's got options. Here comes Neymar. Neymar turns inside. He's got options as well. He finds Oscar in the left. Azpilicueta shelters it out. No, I do agree with you, Mikey.
They both seem quite lethargic, if that's that. Lethargic? Aye, that's what they look like. They don't really look like they're fucking up for much. Tell you the truth, they really don't. So
Brazil on the ball. It's into Xavi. Xavi, he's trying to cut the defence apart, but Soldado's not aware of it. Ramirez turns inside. He's got space. He's got time to evaluate his options. Plays it to Oscar. Oscar, good through ball. Has he got time to beat the goalkeeper? He's played it. The referee's pulled that back. The referee has pulled that back. The referee has robbed Gary of a golden chance here. Gibby is sniggering to himself because he knows he's been really lucky there. Marcelo turns, edge of the area, loses out, and that'll be half time, folks. Couple of more kicks of that ball. Half time. Gary totally robbed by the referee there. The frustration is just.
Both of them haven't been good enough. They're all fucking shit. Shut the fuck up!
But that frustration is
Spain.
just.
For a Spain versus Brazil game, they should be much better than that.
No.
That should be much
Remember,
better
it's
than
no
that.
Spain versus Brazil, it's Gibby versus Gary.
No.
Mate, it's Gibby versus Gary. It's
No,
but it's Gibby versus Gary. It's not.
I know, but
I'm not trying to pretend to be in the
versus
real.
Brazil.
I'm not trying to pretend to be in the real world. It's Gibby versus Gary, and that's the teams they're using.
But would you expect better then?
Yes,
you fucking
well,
would.
no, see,
You would
get.
expect better from that. You
As you
can't
get-
expect a 0-0.
As you get to this stage of the tournament, the teams that are playing against each other
Sorry,
are
Gibby, I'm
similar.
sorry, Gary, but I would expect
Similar in
more.
class, so you would
Do you know what I
expect the
mean?
games to be tighter.
I've played against both.
Right,
both
start of
teams.
the second half. Jesus Navas loses out. Here's Lucas. Oh, keep a nose down. Dani Alves coming forward. Turns on the ball. Hey Alec. Mini-me has just been put out actually. He got to the quarter-finals. Here's Lucas. Searching ball into the box. Saved by Casillas. Has dropped into the area again. Gary's up on the top of the goal.
Fucking free kick.
It's
I
a
think
goal
it's a
kick.
free
It
kick.
rested on top of the net. No, it was rested on top of the net. It was a goal kick. So here's Hulk. Turns inside, loses out to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba stays strong against the Hulk. It's into Soldado, wins the ball, plays it out looking for it back. Spain coming forward confidently. Juan Mata turns, bad touch at the wrong time. But Bernard is now on the ball for Brazil. What can he do with it? Can he turn his man? That's going to be a Brazilian throw. I think that's a Brazilian throw. No, it is a Spanish throw. Spain coming down the right hand side here. Looking for Xavi. Gets past his man. Swings it in. It's deep.
I'll go to pass.
Ramirez. It's Lucas now on the right hand side if he can reach it. He can't.
I'm going to pass.
So here is Jesus Navas to take the throw in.
Fuck off!
Remember on YouTube as well. It's got to be murder with people talking shit. Jesus Navas coming forward, breaking away on the left hand side. He's got pace to exploit the space, and it's out for a corner off David Luiz. Yeah, Rabbi actually put me out of Group D, so he's done well. But that's not really.
Who?
Rab,
You actually did.
that's your big brother in chat, Rab. Spain free kick on the edge of the area. Iniesta's over the ball. Xavi's over the ball now. He's searching back post, can't find anyone, unluckily for Spain.
Spain are much better.
Now Gary, is Gary going to reach the final? Is Gibby going to reach the final? The answer is drawing closer, there's only 30 minutes left to go.
The question is, do Spain have Llorente on the bench?
They do not. Brazil win the ball back in the Spanish half. They've now camped in the Spanish half. Hulk in space, it's got and it just flies by the left-hand post there. Spain now with a goal kick, searching for Soldado. Soldado with a push in the back, referee doesn't give it. Jordi Alba turns, gives it out to Iniesta. Iniesta turns, he gives it to Soldado. Soldado turns, they've just done that same move at 3 different areas in the park, but he's muscled out by Dani Alves at the last. Here's Lucas coming forward down the right hand side, still 0-0 at 70 minutes. 20 minutes left to go, folks. Can the deadlock be unlocked?
Once again, we said this in the first half. We did say this in the first half. It's a midfield battle once again. We expect more.
Here is the midfielder, Andres Iniesta. Comes inside, he's on his right foot, looking for the other midfielder, and Xavi loses out to Oscar. Oscar for Brazil, searching for Hulk. Hulk wins it, chests it down, he's still in possession. He's onside, he's just offside, it's a tight decision.
It's just not good enough for a FAC game, which has been the story of this match. It really has just been the story of this match. It's not been good enough.
Here's Jesus Navas. He's been good again for Spain. He wins the ball in the second ball, plays it down to Iniesta. He's not got the pace to reach it. Sorry. Julio Cesar. Brazil back in possession. Now it's still Brazil in possession. Thiago Silva searches. Oscar takes it down in the second attempt, looking for Lucas, and it's offside maybe. Oh, it's a free kick to Brazil for whatever unknown reason. Spain won it back through Soldado. Brazil committed forward, but Ramirez does well to win it back. Soldado is doing well to keep them occupied here. Brazil still camped in the half. Goes out. It's now Soldado coming forward again for Spain. Search inside, looking for Iniesta. Iniesta wins the second ball off David Luiz. He's looking for the searching ball. Look, Jesus Navas latches on, but Alves manages to muscle in. Navas keeps the ball in play. And it's just over the head of Iniesta. Here is Soldado on the edge of the Brazil area. He's turning. He looks for the cross in. It's muscled out by Dante. Here's Oscar. He's muscled out by Iniesta. Turns. Xavi on the edge of the area, searching. It's cut out again by Brazil, but it's Hospital! Spain have headed it back to the Brazilian defence.
What the fuck is going on here?
Here's Spain coming forward once more. Xabi Alonso finds space.
Brazil versus Spain, my fucking bossack.
It's a free kick. Free kick to Brazil here. Here's Azpilicueta winning the header, knocks it down into the midfield, 2 minutes left. It's a good ball, it's the last chance of the match, and it's saved by Julio Cesar. It's not the last chance of the match, folks. There's a minute left, into the box, searching, Cesar with a punch away. It's going to fall to a Spanish foot. Jordi Alba comes down the left. It's last chance saloon. Brazil win the ball back, give it to Piqué. Piqué searches, finds Soldado. Rounds his man, finds Sergio Ramos. He gives it away to Brazil, and Brazil they try to put it out. The ball doesn't go out. It's back to Xavi, draws it into Ramos. Ramos looking for Soldado. It's away again. Piqué, is he going to keep it in for Brazil? We're probably going to hear the full-time whistle.
Gibby.
Are we? It's a Spanish throw. There's the full-time whistle, folks. The match will go into extra time. Extra time, folks, coming up between Gibby and Gary. It was an action-packed match, but it still ends 0-0.
I don't think it was good enough played, Russell. What do you think,
Graham? Classic, it's been
Graham,
classic.
Personally, I think they could have both played better, because I've seen them both playing.
So here we go. The extra time starts. It's Bernard into Oscar. Oscar into Neymar. In fact, if you guys say it's here's Thiago Silva, there's Marcelo. Marcelo searching out to the left, he finds Bernard, but Bernard stole the ball off. Gibby going for the substitution early in the first half extra time. Pedro on, Juan Mata off.
Add something different
Torres
to the
on,
team.
Soldado off.
They add something different to the team, and I think that's better. You need to do that in FIFA. You add something different to the team.
So here we go. Start of the second half, couple of substitutions for each. Oh, Gary didn't make any, didn't you know? No substitutions for Brazil. It's all Spain. So here's Brazil on the ball. It's Oscar on the ball. It's a good ball over the right. Takes it down first time. Lucas. He makes some space for himself. Oh, it's a good sliding tackle by the Spanish defence. Jesus Navas turns his man again. He's got options down that left flank. He's looking for that left flank. It's over the top of Luis, but he elbows the man in the face to get past him. Here's Iniesta into the box looking for Torres. He loses out to the header. Here, Hulk now going to pick up the ball in the Brazilian half. Spins on it, coming forward slowly. Beats one man, passes into Lucas. Lucas has got options ahead of him. Gerard Piqué headers it down only to meet the Brazilian foot. It's into Bernard! And Bernard scores! It's in the bottom corner for Brazil! Gibby 1-0 down. Gary 1-0 up. There's 5 minutes left in the first half.
Very good goal. Look forward to the next goal, hopefully, first, eh?
Neymar loses out. Spain win the header. It's Fernando Torres for Spain. He's looking forward. He's looking for Pedro. Pedro uses his pace. Pedro! It's an instant comeback! It's 1-each! 1-each through Pedro! It's an instant reply by Gibby. What a game!
That's extremely good play there by Spain. Very well played there. Pedro finishes absolutely fantastically. That's what I love to see from Spain.
Instant reply by Gibby. 2 minutes between the goals. Game comes to life in extra time. 1-each. The ball is played out to Bernard, the goal scorer for Brazil, and Pedro for Spain. It's Pedro for Spain, the goal scorer. Searches across to Jesus Navas. Had another great game in the attack for Spain. But it's played out by Julio Cesar. Loses out to Gerard Piqué in the Spanish defence. Plays it forward. It's now Pedro for Spain. Pedro looking, he's turning, he's jiving. He loses out to Bernard. The two goal scorers having a battle on this left-hand flank here. Here's Marcelo. Looks for Bernard. It's cut out. Is he offside? It's half time. What a half.
We still both expect better.
That was brilliant.
No, at the fucking
Jesus
last
Navas
few
to
minutes.
start us off the second half of extra time. This is the 15 minutes that will decide it, folks. If not, it will be penalties.
We both hope for so much.
No pressure on the guys, but
There's so much pressure on the guys because me and Graham expect more than fucking what is.
Dani Alves in space down the right hand side. Jordi Alba wins the ball. He doesn't have the pace to keep it in. Corner for Brazil. Dani Alves stands over it. He's looking for that penalty spot area. It's in. Brazil beats it. You're bashing that, mate. Here's Casillas playing it forward for Brazil. Casillas is Spanish, sorry folks. Dani Alves spins, beats his man. He's in his own half still. Dani Alves, frustration that he's not scored the goal.
Kind of ball
Kicks the ball out of frustration. The ball's back in. It's Jesus Navas. Jesus Navas turns. They've won the ball back, Brazil. Oh, they played it. It can't be offside because the Brazilian passed it to him. Torres spins again. Got space in the right foot. Torres! Torres into the top corner! Torres finishes it. It's 114 minutes. Gibby with the turnaround. Gary went 1-0 up. Gibby scored 2. Either side of half time. Torres mid-challenge manages to get the shot away. It rests in the bottom corner. Brazil to kick us off. 5 minutes left, folks. Gibby with the lead. It's tense. Hulk loses out to Xavi. Xavi plays it forward to Iniesta. Spain still coming forward. They're going for a 2-goal cushion. Loses out to David Luiz. David Luiz passes to Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, good ball to Pedro. He's in space. What a save by Julio Cesar. He gets down to it on his right hand side, puts the ball over the crossbar.
Keeper of all.
And he gets a hand to it again. Gets a hand to it once more. Jordi Alba decides he's not going to keep it in. He's running the clock down here.
Some good play there by Brazil.
So here we go, Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba switches it out to Azpilicueta. 2 minutes left for Gary, but he needs to get possession back. It's Pedro now for Spain. Gary's one possession back. He can't keep it, folks. Frustration for Gary here. Gary looks as if he's going to be exiting the tournament. Gibby is the winner. Gary exits the tournament. Very gracious in defeat. Gary Gaffney exits the tournament at the semi-final stage. Craig Gibson progresses to the final where he'll meet David Trussler. It'll be Germany versus Spain in the final. Oh, Gibby goes through to the final, folks. Unfortunate for Gary, he's out in the scrap heap. When Gibby puts that face on, things happen for him. But the final is going to be David Trussler versus Craig Gibson, folks. Thank you for watching and see you for the final.